good, y'all? What up?
Hey,
What up?
back at it.
Back at it.
Back at
Yes,
it.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, y'all?
What up? Y'all good?
Y'all good?
Y'all awake? Y'all ready?
Dang.
I hope y'all ready to tap in tonight too, man.
You ready like spaghetti? It's good, man.
What up?
Your mama on crack rock. Your mama on crack rock. That's the joint.
So what the hell is happening in this reality TV world?
Yeah, it seems like it's leaking into the streets.
Leaking into the streets?
Yup. It's leaking into the streets, y'all. This reality TV stuff's leaking into the streets.
Oh, niggas is starting to take it to the streets now, huh?
Yup. It's going into the streets, y'all. What's good, man? Let me try to pull up some of this Here we go.
That's when I realized,
Or not the So we're gonna get into the French John first, or should we get into Tommie Lee? What y'all want first? Y'all want the French first, or y'all want the Tommie Lee? Because they both wild stories. What y'all want? Miami, Young Miami, and Tommie Lee. Let me get Tommie Lee up here. Y'all want Miami and Tommie Lee? Tommie Lee. We ain't talking about the one from Pamela neither. Tommie Lee. Tommie Lee. Tommie Lee. Tommie Lee. Y'all want the Tommie Lee. Yeah, Tommie Lee. She a wild chick, man. I remember she was dating Kevin. I seen she went on dates with Kevin Samuel when he was alive. She used to be hop on his live real quick when he was on live, and she went on a few dates with Kevin Samuels out this month.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah. She went on dates with Kevin Samuels out this month. Yeah.
They want to see the brawl.
Yeah. Ain't nobody fight. It's just a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? I could play it though. Let me play it.
I didn't and I didn't. That stuff like I had. I ain't didn't, baby. I didn't. Like nothing. Oh, okay. So far back. Far back. Anybody want to see Tommie. No. I hate the old trying to act like it's some like when it ain't. And when it ain't. You know what it is with me. So stop playing. You sound like you felt cool, but don't stand on it. I'm on that. I'm on that. Girl, pull your ass back and stop beating up on the Miami asses trying to get attention still. We know you do. You want to run one? No. Oh, she not. Come ask you. Like, what's up? We can take all this over. We can do that. Bitch, you won't lose all of them.
Ozone Productions.
Hey, Clout chasing. Tommie knows Young Miami popping right now for the Diddy situation, and so she trying to get her shine up off of that. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get her shine. She clout chasing a little bit. That's what I feel like. Because she ain't got no real problem with her. Like, it ain't no real.
Nah. My nigga, this is like Jerry Springer out here. They
Pretty
tell
much.
them it's scripted. They script it for the show and outside the show, and get some extra footage.
Just to get some extra footage. That's it.
Hey, they just took that Jerry Springer model and just put it onto reality TV. And,
Pretty much.
This is what we get right here. This is what it looked like.
I'll play it again for y'all who didn't see it just coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you just coming in here, hit that like button. And I'm gonna play this video again.
So you stepped up like I didn't, and I didn't. You stepped up like I had. I ain't didn't, baby. I didn't. Like nothing. Oh, okay. So far back.
Far back. Far back. What's up?
No.
She mad for no damn reason.
Like when it ain't. And when it ain't.
She just probably drunk. She probably on a little bit. Toasty out the joint. Fiend
I'm
jump.
on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. Girl, pull your ass back and stop beating up on the Miami ass just trying to get attention still.
She know damn well Young Miami don't fight.
You want to run one?
This girl don't about no fight.
What's up? We can take all this over. We can do that.
Ozone Productions. Ozone Productions.
Yeah, the boy is in production. That's in production.
You think there's a little bit of jealousy going on too?
Yeah. That's a little jealousy because she, you know, young Miami got singles that's popping. She dating, so-called dating Diddy. Yeah, I mean she viral with Kevin Gates interviews and.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might be a little.
Somebody
jealousy. Might be a little hating a little bit.
And trying to get a little bit of clout off of it.
Yeah, she probably hating a little bit. She did go live and explain what happened. I can play that.
In case you missed it, here's the clip.
This is what y'all gotta understand. When y'all writing stuff on the
Big
blogs
ass
and people that really you frequently around, or you might bump into them and this and that, you writing stuff under
she
a
pretty.
post
She don't need all them big
like
ass
that's negative or derogatory towards them. I feel like you should stand on that. Don't speak to that person. Don't expect that person to speak back to you. About the drunk, I worked all day Sunday. All day. We was literally going to go get something to eat and never really went because the vibe was killed. The mood was killed, so we didn't even go inside. But I have yet to even receive a drink. I was working all day. Like, what are you talking about? When I see somebody and they asking me like why I didn't speak to them, and I know that you wrote some shady stuff about me on a blog, I'm not gonna speak to you. I unfollowed you. I feel like we moving on the same accord now. You feel like that, I'm gonna unfollow you, and that's it. I spoke to everybody that I spoke to and I didn't speak to you, and you got mad. So what y'all caught and why y'all even know about this is really crazy to me, because the photographer felt like the need to send this out to a blog, which was so corny and so crazy. Huh? Yeah. I can't say that on here. I'm trying to watch my words. So we already know what them type of people give. Lips. But yeah, it's just one thing led to another, and you never too grown to have a argument or something. Like, I could see if we fought. I'm never in a spirit. I wasn't even in a spirit to fight or anything. Like, why would I fight you because I didn't speak to you? Why would you want to fight me because I didn't speak to you? You make no sense. Why? Why you want to fight me? Just keep it pushing. Like, don't nobody owe you anything. Like, if I feel like you stand on how you felt under the post on Instagram, it might be petty to some, but people that I'm around don't feel like that about me. And I don't want to be around people that feel like that about me. And I'm not going to speak to people who feel like that about me. So no, there you go. That's the end of it. Ain't no backstory. Ain't no Diddy, Tommie, really none of that. None of that. I never been with no Diddy. Never, none of that. So whatever's going on Twitter, I don't even know about it. I don't have a Twitter. Love. So yeah, just chill out, y'all. Ain't nothing else to see. Ain't nothing else going on. We had a few words. That's it. It happens. Whether you grown, elderly, senior citizen, you can have a few words in the nursing home. It's a few words. Chill. Nobody's gonna touch me. I'm not gonna touch nobody who don't touch me. And that's that. That's all. I don't run up trying to. That's not my life. That's not what we on. We working right now.
I feel like that shit ain't even need to be addressed. That just, pretty much. Clout, that shit she probably could have kept that to herself. Anyway, man.
Any little bit of clout they can get.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
They just trying to keep their brand going.
Yeah, I understand.
They just trying to keep the engine going. You know what I mean? The little engine that could.
The little
Trying to
engine
keep that
could
engine running,
toot,
man.
toot. Little engine
She's still paying for that lip job, man. She's still paying for that lip job. You know what I'm saying? That shit's
my
on layaway.
next caller. I know, right?
She got those lips. She got those lips on layaway, man.
Next caller.
She still got to pay for them shit. She paying payments. She still
Hold on,
got payments on those lips.
How did the mods be? Oh, so we make the mods on the other channel that automatically make the mods over here?
Nah, I started modding them niggas.
Oh, you started modding. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I started modding them niggas.
Got you.
Shit. Man, let's go to the next shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say next caller, man.
Big lip
next
bitch.
Caller.
Let's get this big lip bitch. Let's go to the next.
Next caller.
When I realized,
All right, so we're gonna get to this.
Yeah, man.
I'll let you explain that.
French Montana, man, is exposing what the hell is going on in this game out here, man. We did an article on this. Siggy Jackson was interviewed, and Siggy Jackson said that his uncle Michael Jackson was murdered, just like Prince, for what? Insurance policies. You know what I'm saying? So all these rappers out here, you seeing they taking out. I think the original insurance policy murders was definitely in hip hop was definitely the whole Biggie and Tupac thing.
Yeah,
them niggas definitely had insurance policy. It's funny that Frenchie, you know what I'm saying, part of the Ciroc Hard gang, is talking about rappers getting murdered for insurance policies when his baby Diddy Love is you know what I'm saying? Think about that. You know what I mean?
I don't go nowhere without my Frenchie sandwich.
Exactly. He talking about insurance policies. I wonder what Puff had to say about this. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about that. All right, Frenchie. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about that.
All right, Frenchie. Don't be talking about that, Frenchie.
Yeah, because this of all niggas should be talking about that, and he hanging out with Diddy, and they taking these artists out for insurance policies, and everybody's wondering what the hell happened to Biggie, and what the hell happened to Tupac. Mm-hmm. What the hell happened to Nipsey Hussle and Young Dolph and all these niggas out here? Pop Smokes. Niggas get signed and get taken out. What's going on, man? Insurance policies? Matter of fact, let's play this clip of this nigga.
Yes.
In case y'all missed it, here's the clip.
You know, and that's when I realized, you know, too much beefing. And we was beefing for real. Like, people was like dying.
Oh, hold on. Before we do this is on the record.
DJ Academic.
This is DJ Academics. Yeah, this is DJ Academics interview with French Montana on the record. It's called On the Record.
So y'all could go to his YouTube and his Instagram and check the full interview out.
Gotta give him his credit.
You know, and that's when I realized, you know, too much beefing. And we was beefing for real. Like, people was like dying and this and that. And it was just like, it was blocking a lot of money. People don't want to touch you. You know what I'm saying? You know, your rap friends, somebody gets shot, your rap friends stop picking up, the label stop picking up. Nah, it gets crazy. You know what I'm saying? It gets crazy. But now it's even crazier because they getting life insurance on artists. At least back then we didn't have that.
Somebody told me that shit.
Yeah.
Is a label signing an artist in good faith if you're taking a life insurance out on him?
No, you praying on his death. You praying on making millions on his death.
Or are they being realistic?
Damn.
Both. They're being realistic. And they, you know, you're supposed to have life, you know what I'm saying, life insurance anyway. But when the label does it, if you don't have one, that's crazy.
Wow. So these rappers out here, they ain't got no life insurance policies.
Nope.
But the only life insurance policies they got is through a record label. Guess who's getting a lot of their shit, y'all?
The record label. I gotta find that joint with the record label. Dude.
Now, is that suspect or what? Why would a record company take insurance policies out on the artist? And then all these artists mysteriously dropping dead. Getting shot dead. Not, I mean, it ain't a mystery. Niggas is just getting shot. And some niggas be dying from mysterious illnesses and whatnot.
Yeah.
One thing I don't agree with French Montana. He said they just started doing this, but they've been doing insurance policies on artists.
Hell yeah. Even
They've
back
been doing that shit in the 60s and
60s and
70s.
70s, yeah. Like all these Sam Cooks and Jimi Hendrix and all these people.
Yeah, they been doing that. I don't know what this nigga. I don't know what he talking about. They been doing that.
Absolutely.
This goes to show you, man, this game ain't nothing to play with. And same thing. Whitney Houston. They probably in here thinking Whitney Houston is worth more dead than alive right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just think from the company's perspective. If they out here, making out insurance policies on artists, we know that the artists make more money when they're dead. For sure.
Yeah, they be taking out like $50 million, $20 million policy on some of these rappers. Depends on the how big they are.
Damn, Georgia said Bobby killed off everybody in his family.
Bobby Brown.
Yep.
Christina and Whitney. That's weird how they died almost like mysteriously in hotels, and yeah, that's crazy, man.
What the hell is going on out here?
It's greed. People greed, man. Greed.
Why are we living so much? Why are we living so much scarcity in this world? Because that's all it is. It's just scarcity. Why does greed force this type of behavior in humanity, man? How do we let things get this bad? If you gotta think about it, this planet is plentiful. It's enough for everybody to have. Why are these corporations and all this? Why are they so goddamn greedy?
Yeah. Shit, French Montana better be careful.
Yeah, French Montana talking too much.
Exposing, you know what I'm saying?
Don't be surprised if French Montana, you know what I'm saying, they say, he died of natural causes, or they always come
set up,
set
up,
you know what I mean, or got into a car accident or something. Don't be surprised if you hear about that.
Yeah, look.
Somebody said French about to be onion dead.
Look at this headline.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke's murder causes spike in life insurance policies for rappers.
Wow.
Let me see.
So you gotta post that up there.
Los Angeles. Up and coming New York City rapper by the name of Pop Smoke was tragically shot and killed Wednesday morning in appears to be a home invasion robbery residence in Hollywood, California. According to law enforcement and sources, at 4:30 a.m., wearing hoodies and masks, broke into his house and fired multiple shots, striking critically wounding Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was rushed to the ambulance at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in West Hollywood, where he was pronounced dead. All over Twitter, people expressing their shock, anger, sadness, response to the news, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to get to the part where let me see. Jake from State Farm stated, for the last couple of hours, we received calls from baby mamas, cousins, and them fans, rappers themselves trying to get quotes on life insurance policy.
Damn.
Just hours after Pop Smoke got shot.
That sounds like a bunch of greedy. They don't even mourn. People don't even mourn death. They just looking for the shit that they can get when a nigga dies.
Hours after he was dead.
Body still warm, and they seeing what they can get from a dead nigga. Going through his pockets and his belongings.
That's what happened with
seeing what they can get.
That's what happened after King Von got killed. His own homies raided his crib for the jewelry and stuff.
Damn, man. How the hell did we get this bad? I blame the masses for this shit. I always say that, y'all. These people are only a byproduct of the masses at whole. I'm just saying.
It said we've never had this much concern about life insurance policy from a hip hop crowd before is somewhat overwhelming. Since the death of Nipsey Hussle, we've put together a hip hop life insurance policy specifically for rappers. Even with even with the tragedy of Pop Smoke, we're just glad that rappers are taking advantage of life insurance policies and not relying upon GoFundMe campaigns. So these rappers and rappers' family members rush to get policies after some of these rappers died.
Damn.
Just so just so they can have something in place for when these rappers get shot. I don't understand, man. Why is these rappers still getting shot and gunned down? What are you doing? Like
they out here living that life when they ain't got to. I don't know. Like you say,
it's either that
or it's either setup, man.
Or setup. That's what I was about to say. It's either they still living that life, and taunting with the drill music and dissing the dead homies and smoking on this person pack and that person pack, and that's just creating that hostile situation.
And that drill music ain't nothing but kill music.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what type of vibrations and spirits and demons that's all going through that goddamn drill music. You don't know what they doing with that.
Now this is a report TMZ wrote. French Montana is accusing record labels of embracing street violence related to their artists and actually capitalizing off the rapper's death. That's true though. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. Comparing to his entry point in today's star rapper, French Montana tour academics record labels are now taking insurance out on artists in anticipation of them being killed in an action. So they anticipating rappers dying. They like, all right, after you sign this policy, because we know you're gonna die. Because the music is setting you up to die. Damn, so these records is encouraging these niggas to write these diss record raps. Like it's like we don't want to sign you unless you rapping about drill.
That's true.
Drilling.
And that you got a beef. You got a beef with people.
You got a beef to keep the numbers up, and we don't want you unless you rapping about drill music.
So they encourage them to write diss records and beef rival gangs while taking out an insurance policy on their lives. What do that sound like? What do that sound like to y'all, man?
Sound like a setup.
That sound like a setup to me.
That sound like a straight setup, man.
This is wild,
like
man.
Setup. That's crazy.
This is wild. And they got the prison industrial complex where they got these brothers. When they lock them up, they still make money off them. They sell them to the private prisons.
Yeah, private prisons.
Where they do slave labor. So you got the slave labor. So they send them. So either they end up dead, and they got expensive insurance policies on them. So the companies is making money that way, or they get sent to a prison where they doing cheap labor for corporations.
Yeah, because the record companies got shares in private prisons. They got shares invested in private prisons.
So they've
been having those since gangster rap since the 90s.
Do y'all see the industry that's being ran here? Those private prisons are literally owned by the same people who own these big record companies. Do y'all understand what's going on here? So when they get locked up, the record companies still win. At least the owners do.
Mm-hmm.
Because they own private prisons that create products and stuff.
Yep. Now
this is wild.
Now the same. I'm gonna see if this is the article or not that I'm about to read. Because it's the same guy that signed. The same person that signed Young Dolph. Hold on. I think I got the list right here.
This is wild, man.
Yeah, I think I got the list right here. Hold on.
If y'all don't realize, this is still slave. This the plantation right here.
All right. Oh, that's crazy how all these rappers end up dead, signed to the same person and end up dead. That's crazy.
It's
All right,
something real wrong about this, man. So they encourage him to do music that's going to influence people
Here
to
you go.
go to jail or get gunned down.
This is him.
You found him?
Empire Records. Empire Records. The owner of Empire signed Mo 3, Young Dolph, King Von, who else?
And all those rappers were all them rappers.
All of them did, yeah. Signed to the same person. Signed to the same person. That's insane, yo. That's insane.
So all them dead rappers who were gunned down was signed to the same record company.
Empire Records.
This is insane.
Matter of fact, let me go look. I'm gonna look up Empire roster right now. Let me look up Empire roster. We're gonna see how many of them dead right now. Empire Records roster.
Was Tenacion, was he signed to Empire Records?
Let me see.
If XXX was signed to Empire Records, man.
Yeah, he was signed. All right.
Damn, man.
King Von.
Oh, man.
Kendrick Lamar. XXX Tenacion. Trinidad James. Styles P. Eric Bellinger. Freddie Gibbs. Benny the Butcher. Busta Rhymes. Snoop Dogg and Tiger. All right, let me see how many dead rappers.
Damn, Styles P better watch out. The hell?
Empire Records. Dead artists. Dead rap. All right, hold on. Here's the list of the dead artists. Who died on Empire? Young Dolph. Hold on.
XXX Tenacion. Mo 3, right?
Here is it right here. Young Dolph, Mo 3, Aaliyah, King Von, and XXX.
Damn. Aaliyah too?
Yep. Now Boosie is on there. D Smoke. Fireboard DML. I don't know who that is. Yeah, but Young Dolph, Mo 3, Aaliyah, King Von, XXX. Dead. Gone.
Yo, this is wild. Yep. Damn, man. Didn't somebody shoot at Boosie too?
Yeah.
He got hit in the leg.
Remember?
Yo, this is wild, man.
Yep.
That shit ain't worth it.
Yep.
It ain't worth signing to no shit out here. It ain't worth signing the dotted line, man. It ain't worth it.
Yep, them brothers is gone. All these brothers is gunned down. Except
all
for Leah. Leah was taken down
by
a plane.
Shit. Who knows? If somebody could have gunned that plane down.
Or played with the engine. Nah,
or played with the engine.
Somebody played with that engine.
Who knows?
Young Dolph shot and killed. Mo 3 shot and killed on the highway. XXX shot coming out of the store at the that car dealership.
Exactly, Nicole Pink. Give him the bloody back for show. They get yup.
And King Von killed in Atlanta.
Bloody gap for show. I don't know if Left Eye was signed to them or not.
Nah, Left Eye, during the time Left Eye was dead, she was signed to Death Row. Remember they so-called she was running from Suge and them niggas. Remember she died in Honduras. She was in Honduras during the time on Sabi's.
She was signed to Suge. Oh, she was signed to Suge.
Yeah, she was running from death row. Yeah, she was on.
And she died in a red car, y'all.
Yeah.
She was running from death row with blood, and she died in a red car. Yep. Sacrifice.
Now,
right there. Sacrifice right there.
The boy that owned Empire Records is, scary looking ass bald head.
It was like 9 niggas in that car, and Left Eye was the only one that died.
Mm-hmm. And they still got the crash of her inside, while she was driving. And they still got the video of that shit on YouTube. Like somebody was recording while she was crashing. She was inside the car. Somebody was recording inside the car.
Now, I don't think it was a van. I think it was a car.
No, it was that little ass red car.
Yeah, it was a little ass red car.
It was piled up in that.
And they said it was like 8 niggas in there. I don't know how that happened.
Yep.
They said people saying SUV.
No, I think it was like one of them small ass little cars.
Yeah, I remember a small ass car. I don't know. I'm about to look. Shit.
All you gotta do is look what kind of car Left Eye died in.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, the dude that owned Empire Records, his name is Ghazi Shami. Ghazi Shami. Or Shami. Ghazi Shami. That's his name. To see that owned Empire Records, which is a distribution company. Distribution streaming company. That's what Empire in the show was. I wonder that that's what they did Empire after that shit. Remember, Empire Records was in it on the show. Lucius Lyon and them niggas, man.
I can't tell what that car is effed up. I guess it looked like it was a Jeep. Might have been a Jeep. SUV Jeep. Might be. Shit, that might not even be the actual crash. The media edit some shit.
Yeah, they do be editing shit.
They can edit. People don't know how good they edit it.
Somebody said it was a Jeep Wrangler.
They could place niggas places that they that they wasn't even really at.
Yeah, that show Empire was probably based off this record company, Empire Records.
Damn, that's a possibility.
And they was doing shit like that on there. They doing all types of slimy shit on there. Yeah, let me see. I don't know who Juice WRLD was signed to. Yeah, let me check and see. If he was on there, then yeah, that's
they best to learn. Get the bloody back for sure. Damn, man, this is wild.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Juice WRLD was signed to Inner School. And that's Jimmy Iovine and them niggas, and you know them niggas ain't to be trusted.
Exactly. Shit, let's start getting niggas on talking about this shit. Niggas wanna hop on.
Let's get some niggas on.
Goddamn link.
Goddamn link. Copy and paste.
Yep.
Alright, sent that link. That link in there. Is that link in there?
Yep.
I'm gonna pin it to the top. Pin that link to the top. You want to tap in? Tap in. How many people in here? Make sure everybody in here hit.
130.
Make sure everybody in here hit that like button, man.
Definitely hit that like button.
If it's 130 people in here, it should be 130 likes, man. Everybody hit that like button. We appreciate you. We love you.
We accept 128 likes because it might be 2 haters in here. Might be like 2 haters in here.
Nah, haters gotta click the like too.
Somebody just tap the like. Oh, it was one of our mods, Earth Day. Let's add on real quick.
Earth Day was good.
Love, love, love.
It's love, love, love.
I love the chat. I love you guys. The gems y'all be bringing. Man, I am so proud of y'all. Y'all just don't know what y'all doing for the people. I don't think you guys know the amount of knowledge y'all are giving, especially to the young. I'm 44, like I said. My kids are 22, 27. We need you guys. Sometimes it's hard for that generation to listen to us, even though we lived it.
Yeah.
A lot of these things, that's why, I tune in to you guys so much. I'm sending love to the chat too. I love the chat. You guys are a blessing too.
Yeah.
But what I want to say to you, all I can tell you is this. I lived on 11th Ave in Florence. That's right down the street from where Nip got murdered, okay? I have family from this place. I don't speak too much about it because I'm very careful, okay? Mm-hmm. But when all of this happened, I told my daughter when he first opened up that store, I said, y'all not going to that store. I said, he's making it big. And the worst thing he can do is put it in the hood because you have haters. I didn't mean that in a bad way, like putting down our people, but history seems to always repeat itself. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And it just was something in my spirit didn't sit right with me with that. Now, when it happened, this was like years ago when it happened, I'm looking at it and I kept rewinding and start looking at the video. You don't see no blood. His mother, me being a mother of 3 and having a son that's 27, and I'm proud of that ain't been in no gang, and I pray every day for him living in, Cali. Mm-hmm. It's like, she was like, oh, he's in a better place. And it just seems so
I've seen that. Yeah, it did.
Me, I'm a person, I use discernment. I don't go by just by what I hear and what they tell me. I'm a person, I like to get into and tap into your energy and your soul. And please, family, don't think I'm just talking to be talking. Anything that you see, whether it's on TV or you are around someone, ground yourself so you can start using your discernment and know when somebody is, excuse my language, blowing smoke up your ass or literally telling you, seeing something for what it is. As much as we like these people, as much as we like the lyrics that they have spoken, guess what, fam? Some of them haven't even wrote it. Right. This is scripted. The sooner that we get out of this ignorance of, because we know how talented we are. You walk down the street. Excuse me, I have to clear my throat, take some water to this. You can walk down the street and hear, rappers and singers that are talented. True indeed. This is what we started. We started the entertainment. It's showtime. Blackface. They've been using us, but we have to start doing our own and freelance our own. We see things for what it is. Nothing is stopping us from getting the bag. Look at Curry Gang. Look at them. They're their own entrepreneurs. This should help you to inspire not only what they're doing and the cartoons. I'm going to tell you guys, I want to tell y'all this. I see y'all vision. Y'all are going to be bigger than Boondocks. Do you hear me speaking this to existence? And I'm not just telling y'all this. You guys are talented, and it almost brings me to tears to be able to see you guys for who y'all are and the love that y'all show.
Let me give you a little insight real quick. The writers of Boondocks and Seth MacFarlane of
Family Guy.
They're actually taking our Good Times cartoon idea and they putting it on Netflix. They already stole it.
Yeah, they already stole.
Our idea. So we know that
it's bigger than. Yeah. It's so much bigger. And at this point, let me tell you something, people, my people, melanated. I'm talking about not just melanated us. Melanated. All of us have melanated in us. we are all one. People that see the same way we see. Stop playing games and stop being, coming on here taking things for a joke. Please, y'all, it's not the time. Now it's time for us to get serious. It's really time for us to get serious. We've been the butt of the joke. When we gonna stop making jokes? If you're gonna make the jokes, educate it with the jokes. Like, example, like what these guys do. But it's a lot of times where we putting each other down because we don't understand. And we have to break it down in certain ways so everybody can get a piece of it. All of us can. So it's a lot of things that we see that is not what we think it is. It's an illusion, y'all. A lot of these people are not even gone. A lot of these people didn't even write their own lyrics. I'm here to tell you.
So you think Nipsey was a plant? Like they planted him, gave him that?
I'll put it to you like this. I said, I'm older than Nip. Okay? And he didn't go to school. He graduated from this Watts Junior High, and that was with Daylight. Okay? And Daylight, like, I don't remember this dude growing up. Like, I don't want to say too much. All I can tell you is, I don't remember him being being around like that.
Daylight saying, I don't remember him being around like that.
Yeah, he graduated from junior high with him. And then why would you go all the way to Watts to graduate? Because Daylight grew up in Watts. Watts and 60s is totally different. That's the east side.
Yeah.
60s is the west side. So make it make sense. Now, I'm not sure.
That's Grape Street over there, right?
Yeah, Watts is a little bit of Grape Street and a little bit of Jordan Downs. It's a little bit of all of that. Yeah, it's a lot of that. But I'm not saying that he didn't grow up in there. You guys have to also understand, a plant is a plant.
Yeah.
Y'all throwing up the B and was throwing up the 6 and didn't have no idea. The Masons created these signs.
Yeah.
Don't think that nobody else did it, y'all. Y'all better get with it. Do you really think that, we made these gangs? No, we didn't.
And I'm thinking being those that Nipsey dad and family is from a lean.
I'm reading. I apologize. Tyrese went to Locke High School. Yes, baby, he is. Yeah. And he was in special ed, and they made fun of him a lot. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you facts.
Oh, you're talking about Tyrese?
Yeah, someone said that in the comments. He definitely grew up from Watts. And, he did. He grew up in Watts.
Yeah, because I'm like that. If Nipsey dad was like someone of importance to Ethiopia, then I'm like, then that makes sense that they was planning. Because why would they move to? Why would they be someone of importance in Ethiopia, but then move into the middle of the hood?
Okay, so we have to understand this is why a lot of people come from, Ethiopia and get their green card, because they're not even considered. If you look at a person that's black that looks like us, they're not even considered to be black. That's why they come out here, because they get more money. That's why they buy these businesses and everything. I did my research. So back in the day when he was let's just say Nipsey mom, a lot of Ethiopians was coming out here getting married to American women. It might sound crazy, but am I reaching too much? Or people ain't
you're on point with that. Yeah.
It's a lot of things that go so deep, and a lot of people don't want it. When we say going down that rabbit hole, it's really a rabbit hole.
So they could have made it look like the man got killed, but then he didn't really get killed, and they probably took him off somewhere and changed his identity.
He probably went back to
his identity.
Or he could have faked it, like everybody thinking that Tupac did. So I'm not sitting up here. Don't, please, you guys, don't think that I know facts. All I can tell you is this: I didn't see any blood.
Yeah, we could have went to could be back in Ethiopia somewhere, helping someone. Helping someone under a different identity, a different name.
Yeah, I'm not here to create no type of narrative or saying I know anything for a fact.
We're just speculating.
Thank you. I'm just a person that observed. I'm looking at the things. Wasn't no blood.
You ain't the only one that think that, Neva. There's a lot of people out here that saying that same thing.
There was no blood at all. Nothing.
None. We went there the next day. The shooting is on Manchester and Crenshaw. I stayed at that time on Manchester and Cimarron. I can't make this up. Like, I know what I seen. Wasn't no blood. And I've seen plenty of people get knocked out, and honey, you can't just wash blood off concrete. Trust.
Nah.
You can't. So.
And plus, they don't wash it off right away anyway, because I think they still investigating. For evidence. Yeah. Forensics and all that still got to get to the scene. So they try not to move too much stuff that's
so let me tell you one more thing, and I'm going to let you go and let everybody else up. Now, the guy, Eric Holder, because I started investigating myself on IG, I started pulling up his family, like trying to see, because this guy was from the same hood, 60s. Eric Holder is in a picture at his baby's mother house, chilling with her. That is a fact.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that when they first got posted. Yep.
It ain't like I'm not sitting up here doing investigation and knowing what I'm talking about.
Nah, you're right, because you ain't the only one that seen it. There's a few people that seen that picture.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to think about. Why was he?
Stuff.
Yeah. Why was he with her in the picture?
There's definitely some mysteriousness around this incident. Because why would Nipsey tweet the same day? It's a blessing to have important enemies or something like that. He tweeted that the same day that he died.
I understand it was homie's faith, and I don't mean it like that, sweetheart. But if you would have been paying attention, they said that Nip had no relationship with him, period. Nor did the baby mama said that. So I'm not, like I said, baby, I'm not trying to speculate or make anybody think less than, or not to even, not think that this man is gone.
Nah,
but
you presenting what
I'm only presenting what I've seen.
Yep.
It's not a dud to it, baby. I'm not trying to be stupid, and I know that.
Just like they said,
I grew up in South Central LA around Bloods, Crips, and 60s all my life. So trust me, like I said, no 60s in my family was round Nip like that. Now I can tell you that much. And I have family that's OGs.
Just like they said that George Floyd and Derek Chauvin, the cop that killed him, worked at the same nightclub at one point. Like they knew each other.
Yeah, he did work there. I have that evidence. And I'm going to give y'all something else, a gem on that, since we're speaking on that. Do you know within 5 days, 3 other men in 3 different states were kneed by police and died just like him? I just made that on my channel the other day and showed that evidence. Y'all want to tell us about Ukraine? Why we didn't know about that? Go look at the Queen's pendant she wear. It's angels with wings, with the angel stepping on his neck with a black man as a slave. Y'all think this is a game. They're playing out exactly what they've already planned. We're just now waking up. They never been asleep. We're the ones that's waking up.
Yep,
so where the does and the us come in at, like I said, the joke is on us. Quit done and your own people and not paying attention. Like that really, it was no need for all that. While y'all crying over George that looked just like Captain Jack, who so happened, the 33 Masonry, Stephen A., they're in pictures together. George Floyd was on pornos.
Yeah,
not saying that mean anything, but why wasn't none of this brought up? That's things that y'all don't even know. I'm just saying. Make it make sense.
And then Nancy Pelosi saying, George Floyd, thank you for sacrificing your life for us.
Doing the Lion King bow and shit.
Yeah.
Doing the Lion King bow. Laughing at us. They're all gonna laugh at you. That's what they doing to us. While we sitting up here arguing with one another instead of having this dialogue like we're doing. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
We can put ourselves together, our heads. It's so much that we all know, but we're so busy trying to argue about who is right. And y'all so busy, not you guys, I'm talking about our people, us, celebrating celebrities. We celebrate them. Anytime you hear something about these celebrities and you get offended, that means that you're putting them on a pedestal higher than yourself. Because I bet if you had a brother or a family member you knew that had dirt on them, and then you heard something, you're going to be like, well, dang, did they do it? Y'all don't even second guess that.
Yeah,
but because of the status, y'all automatically believe them.
You see, people be going at us all the time.
That's weird.
Like, comments.
That's
like,
weird.
Like,
we don't even know these people. They don't give a damn about you. They didn't start giving a damn about us until we start creating our vision in detail. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what that means, it's COVID. Hello.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that's when they went live with y'all on Instagram and opened the fan page. But as soon as we start opening back up, they ain't give a damn about you, and they start going back having concerts. You don't see this shit?
Ice Cube.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mr. Ice Cube.
Talked all that shit. And down when soon as Big 3 opened back up and the world opened back up.
Quiet as a church mouse.
Ice Cube, he ain't talking that Illuminati shit no more.
Quiet as a church mouse.
He ain't talking that they don't really care about us type of shit no more. He ain't talking about that bill, writing that bill into place for black people.
Exactly.
Getting funding. All that shit stopped when the world opened up.
He only said that shit because his bread was slowing up when the movie studios were shut down.
Yep.
I didn't want to investigate on George, but Stephen A., somebody put in a comment, he never brought up George. He never said he was good friends with him. He never also told y'all that they got the same damn daddy neither.
Oh, Steven Jackson?
Yeah.
Steven Jackson.
Y'all have no idea. Just wait till y'all hear everything. I'm not, you know what? I'm going to push back. Because when everything come out, you're going to be like, oops.
Yeah.
These people are characters. It's a reason for that. Oh, by the way, the woman in the club that he worked at, that same woman played a crisis actor in the shooting when Obama was in office, when them kids had got that little boy got killed. He was her mother.
And
so she so happened to own the club too.
Peep this too. The other guy that got shot in Minnesota, what was his name? The one that with the cop shot him?
Mm-hmm.
His teacher was George Floyd's girlfriend.
Wow. Make sense.
His teacher was George Floyd's girlfriend. You see the connection?
We're not just talking to be talking. The things that we say, you guys, do you know these guys could risk losing their channel? Do you know we have been prohibited to say certain things? So when you hear the way we're speaking, it's not because this is something we heard. It's called investigate. It's called doing your research. It's called looking into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going by, I don't be on IG and all of this and seeing who's popular, but I know that the major stories that hit hard for the majority of us as a whole, you know, Kobe and Nip, that was like back to back. That was so weird to me. Like, I know, you know, things happen, but my God,
right.
You take the one of the best NBA players out along with his daughter and a black rapper that changed everything, he was just about to meet with 77 Precinct. I stayed down the street from them. He was going to turn Crenshaw Mall into apartments. He's gone. Y'all don't find that to be strange?
That's crazy.
I'm not sitting up here saying that Nip is at fault. I'm simply people we need to think. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just simply laying out the storyline. That's it. But don't nobody want to take time to think about that.
Wow.
Get out your feelings and go within.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole Pink is on the
Nicole
stream.
Pink?
Yep.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? Y'all can hear me good?
Yes, we can. What's going on with you, ma'am?
Earth Day, you was going in. I didn't want to disrupt. I was just listening because you speaking that real.
Thank you for the respect, Queen. I appreciate that.
No problem. But I wanted to say that I had seen the Truman Show and I was just mind blown. And exactly what we're dealing with right now. It's the whole stage setup.
Hmm.
Like, it's so many things. Like, they really thought that man was crazy and everybody was in on it and just, you know, playing a part.
Yeah.
It's like almost forcing you to stay asleep, go back to sleep. Like, you're not, you're just talking crazy. And that's what everyone is, some people are like, you know, programmed to do.
Yep. Yep.
I feel like it's a lot of people waking up these days to these truths though. But it's just about now since people now what people's gonna do about it now.
Hmm.
Right.
That's what it's about. Yep.
I think that's where we at right now. It's a lot of people that wouldn't disagree with a lot of stuff that we saying. I think there's more people that agree than disagree.
Yeah.
It's just that they not being broadcast all over television and they not given major platforms.
Facts.
So you think that people don't think like how we think, but nah, there's more people that think like how we think than not. Of course, there's still a lot of zombies out there who listen to the media and they think everything on the media is real. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They don't see the scripts that's being played out. But I think most of us do right now. That's why I like to blame the masses because I'm like,
Right.
we got to start getting up off our asses and changing and making a change. We
So
can't
true.
sit back. We can't sit back and complain and expect things to change if we know what's going on. We got to start being more proactive. And marching ain't it.
It's not.
How
Nah,
many
marching
times we
ain't
done
it.
march?
It's not. What has that changed?
To tell you the truth, what changed things is actually money. If you stop supporting these big platforms, start supporting more independent people.
Yep.
Start supporting more independent content creators so the
Yep.
content creators don't have to run to the big companies anymore.
I mean, the support that you giving the corporations, of course, that we really have no control over because we don't have resources. It's gas in your car, food. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some food, because you can still go to your local farmers and find farmers and people in your area you could probably get food from. But I mean, of course, there's places like gas that we need to put in our cars, and because we don't have the resources for those type of industries. So, of course, we're gonna have to support them corporations in some way. But things like smaller things, like you could like the soap and shampoos and things you buy shopping your house. It's other people out here like us and other people that sell things you can buy that's that you don't
Not
have
put
to.
out by the corporation.
Yeah, that's not put out by the commercialized ass corporations.
And
You know what
you
I'm
got
saying?
they the ones that's behind moving the chess pieces because they got all the resources and all the money.
And you want to know
So,
Right.
why? Because
and
we
they
haven't
able to
educated
advertise.
ourselves.
Yep,
And they
exactly.
able to advertise in our lives 24/7. They put
Hmm.
the movies out. You see the big celebrities. They control the big celebrities. The big celebrities tell you, "I'm using this. I'm doing that. You should use it too. You should do that
Right.
too." And everybody listen, they only following what the major corporations is telling them to do. So they're able to control every facet of our lives through the celebrities, through the politicians, and number one through the media. That's what's happening. So if they got all the
Exactly.
money to move the chess pieces around, because the media, whether it's television, newspaper, radio, internet, if you control all of those outlets, you can control the people because most of our time is spent on one of these things.
Hmm.
Most of our time. So we're literally consuming what the corporations want us to consume. And they're using the celebrities to do it. You see the celebrities, they all about that check because they don't want to be out here slaving and scrambling, like he said, scrambling all my days. They
Uh
ain't
huh.
trying to do that. They
Right.
ain't trying to do that. So they
Uh-huh.
like, I'd rather just, fall in line with what the machine tell me to do so I can keep getting this check. And they try to block it out that they, selling out to people and all that. And they like, you know what? People don't give a shit about me anyway. They don't
Right.
give
We
a shit
gotta
about their
support
own life.
them.
They don't care. if they look at it, the celebrities is probably looking at the masses like, well, the masses don't care, so I'm not gonna let my family starve, and the masses don't
That's
give
what
a shit
Steve
because
Harvey. My
That part.
crumble. My
it takes the
family crumbled.
masses to change this. Like it takes the masses because if everybody said no, the laws will have to shift to what the people say because the people are the majority. But the people are too goddamn petty. They divided by petty shit. We are divided by petty shit. Like this person got this skin tone. This person, you know what I mean, this got this type of education. This person don't got that type of education. This person believe this God exists. This person don't believe that God exists. Like
Man.
all that bullshit,
It doesn't matter.
All that bullshit is keeping us enslaved. And the corporations and the politicians, they love that. They love when and they actually create little instances. That's why we was talking about that Sesame Street shit. Like could have been a psyop. It could have been something that actually happened. But then they seen that as an opportunity.
Yep.
Like, yo.
That's why I said the first video, okay, legit. But when you start seeing all the other ones, I says that's too psyopy for me. They seen how people reacted to the first one, and then they start dropping and releasing the other ones. It's too psyopy for me, man.
It's everywhere now. That's what most people are talking about. Why is that?
Trigger.
That is not important.
They triggering
of a big importance right now.
Yeah, to play off your emotions.
They're trying to take your mind off these high ass gas prices and these food shortages
and them laptops.
Mm-hmm.
Those laptops.
We got Jennifer Eason in here. What's up, Jennifer? Welcome to the panel.
Thank you so much. Hi there, Isaiah, JR, Earth Day, Venus, and Nicole. I've been enjoying. Hi there. Thank you.
So what you got for us, sister?
Well, I was hesitating at first because I didn't know if you wanted to stick strictly to your subject matter, but I was happy to hear that you were talking about different things. So it's something that I wanted to appeal to the community at large. It's heavy on my heart regarding when, like Earth Day Venus, you were mentioning George Floyd, and you know how the powers that be, as they say, they really, the powers that shouldn't be, they tell us who our heroes should be. And it's very insulting because I have been interested in a hero. He's, to me, a real American hero, a doctor named Dr. Timothy Jarrell Cunningham. He met a very mysterious death in Atlanta. And this man, Black man, African-American, whatever you want to refer to him, foundational Black American, he did everything that you should do, as they say in society. He went to Morehouse College. He went to medical school, to Harvard University. He went into the Navy and he became an intelligence officer. Then he was hired for the CDC. And the reason I am just appealing to our community to circle back, and I know that together we can do amazing things, finding all the pieces and the fragments. And my heart is telling me that it'll be a grassroots effort to get justice for what happened to this doctor. And the reason I'm telling you that he should be very important to all of us is that he started to recognize, as an intelligence officer for the CDC, that there was a connection between can I say words, Mr. Curries? Is it okay to say, or do I need to
talk about you can't talk about certain things on you already know what. No COVID, and we already know what you're saying. You don't even gotta say it. So what happened to this? Everybody already know. So what happened to this doctor after standing up against the status quo is what we're gonna call it.
Right. He was noticing the connections between some of those childhood things they give the kids, and the the disease that
we already know what you're saying.
Okay. He was also seeing with the basic cold and flu season, and they were asking people to take things. Well, that particular year, because I'm a nurse, I started noticing my patients were being admitted around 2018-19. Everybody that got the, cold and flu, they were hospitalized, and I found that weird, and I have always been that nurse that goes against the script. So I'm asking my other fellow nurses, like, why is it that everybody says they got this thing, but now they're literally almost dying, in hospital? That shouldn't be. And this was prior to 2020, so this was a prelude to what was happening. And this doctor, he also knew that something big was coming. He knew 2020 was coming, and he felt that he needed to let the people know, because he was just uncovering so much and connecting it. So what happened, he started to tell his family and friends to lose his number. He was really scared. And he did some weird moves where he left his dog in his apartment, but he took his car, he went somewhere. He wound up drowned in the Chattahoochee River. So what I'm saying is, he's a naval officer. Why would he drown?
Wow.
So this is what I'm just appealing that and I have a picture, if you don't mind, I have a picture to share with people so they can see what he looks like, and we can become, it might be something that someone has a talent for, you know what I'm saying? But this is something to me that needs to go before the world courts and things like that, because as we are becoming a nation that will return back to our republic roots, where states will have more control, hence what happened with Roe v. Wade. A lot of Black people didn't understand what's really happening as this nation is going back to states' rights. So on a local level and grassroots level, I believe that cases can be put together and supersede how the pharmaceutical companies have immunities. But there are world courts, and we do have documents and foundational things that we need to start getting familiar again with: our Constitution, the original one before it was usurped, as well as all the other things that have happened, all the amendments that have caused us to go into slavery and things like that. But I believe that it's going to be us that demands the justice, and we will see entities that have been, doing genocide. They are going to be brought to justice. No one is too big, and this is the time right now that I believe God is waking up his people, okay? And we are his people. And he is going to empower us like a David against Goliath. So Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates and all these people, they're not going to get away with what they've been doing. So if you don't mind, I want to share a picture of Dr. Timothy Jarrell Cunningham, because I say we need to say his name. He's a real American hero. And if you don't mind, I could share it if you give me permission.
I guess just send it to the what you think? Just send it to the
what, to our Instagram page?
Yeah.
Send it to your Instagram. Okay.
To our DM, to our direct message in our Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah. Okay, sure.
We on Night and Day _ network.
Okay, sure thing. I could actually share it here on StreamYard, because I'm a streamer, a customer. If you want, I could share it right now. If you trust me to do it, I could do it instantly.
Well, that's here. The thing. We actually stopped doing that because
okay.
Before our videos got taken down when we let people share things.
I got you. All right, no worries. I'm just real passionate about this.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I feel you. Like we feel the same way about a lot of stuff, but again, it goes back to majority of the people have to stand up against this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not enough of us. That's why we so centered. We can't even really even talk about it like that because there's not enough people saying no.
Right.
So once again, I blame the masses because this is not new. This been going on for thousands of years on this planet. We haven't caught on yet.
Mm.
We haven't caught on yet.
Mm.
I mean, seriously, ain't that much brainwashing in the world. At the end of the day, I still blame the masses because the masses can make all this stop. The masses stop. People stop using Facebook. Facebook crashed or stopped using Facebook for a couple days, and they lost billions of dollars. Just think about the type of power the masses got.
Same with Netflix. They lost
petty and divided.
Like 200,000 subscribers, and now these niggas got to revert to taking on advertisers now. So now y'all go about, if you got Netflix, you about to start seeing ads on those videos. That's how bad them niggas crumble.
And that's because people didn't want to subscribe to the platform. They said it was too expensive, and Netflix started doing questionable things, and people unsubscribed, and now now they about to tank. They're actually tanking.
Yeah.
So like I said, like we say, we blame the masses. The masses is at fault here. How many times you gonna keep falling into the trap? How many times you gonna keep walking into the bear trap or the snare? How many times you gonna keep walking into the same trap you see that's right there?
Same old tricks.
I mean, like you can see, like you said, you've seen a lot of people coming in there and they took that, and they were sick and halfway dying. I mean, if your brain can't put two and two together, then whose fault is that at the end? I mean, this is crazy.
I know. And
it's getting insane. It's getting insane now.
I'm from Philly, and my grandmother was injured by the polio thing back in the day. And University of Pennsylvania, they were experimenting on my grandmother now that I'm putting everything together. But my family was just so asleep.
Just like Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah, exactly. Earth and Venus, exactly like Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah.
And University of Pennsylvania was situated right in West Philadelphia. So they were, experimenting on so many people in the community. And people trust because they hear, oh, it's Ivy League. I have that kind of family that they think Ivy League is automatically good. And they were, doing these things. They destroyed my grandmother's health. But this is the thing I want to tell you. Wouldn't you think that my family members would be really hesitant to go and run to go take that thing that they offered, and they were giving donuts and everything for your cheesesteak if you want to take it, all that kind of stuff that should have been waking people up. But I have all these dummies in my family. I hate to say this, okay? Sorry, Lord. But they ran to take this thing. And, people like me and my mother who were awakened to this stuff, we are like the black sheep of the family now, because we were just trying to. I've been a nurse over 33 years. You would think someone would want to listen to me.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. But, I worked up in New York on the front lines of the thing, and I was a hero one year, the next year a zero, because I refused to wear the mask from day. I was like, nope, I'm not wearing it unless I need to go into a room that is designated, whatever. But I wasn't playing the mask game. And, I'm out of a job, but the thing is that I lost a lot because I had to stand on truth. And, it's not popular. You lose a lot of friends, you lose a lot of family members. But I was just trying to enlighten them on things that I was observing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was just trying to be a tinfoil hat conspiracy person, which, I can get down with a good tinfoil hat thing, but this was real stuff. And I was just surprised to see how easy my family of all people fell for this after our grandmother got injured by it.
So you see why I blame the masses? You just said your friends and your family basically blacklisted you.
Wow.
Yep.
Think about it.
Wow.
Think about it. I mean, of course, we should hold those in power. They automatically should get held responsible, but the masses should be getting held responsible. Unfortunately, they paying a penalty with their health, their life, their livelihoods. We all paying a penalty because majority of us, unfortunately, what majority of us do affects the other people who might not be, you know, agreeing or brainwashed by the same stuff that they're brainwashed in, because we're all on one planet. We're all inside of one body.
One energy.
We're all inside, and we are all inside of one body. So what we do does affect our neighbors.
Can I give y'all a little
What
gem?
we believe affects our neighbors. So that is, I blame the masses, man.
Using discernment again. The last speech that OB made before Mr. T was in office, he had did a speech at Kill and Peel. One of them were on there, and that's at the time when they was doing their little jokes and being him.
Yeah.
But he mentioned that it could be a C from there that could possibly affect here. How did he know that?
Yeah.
I heard him say it. This is not word of mouth. You can go Google it. Pull it up and listen to his whole double speak.
Wow.
And just as Miss Jennifer sitting up here telling you, it's so much bigger than we think.
Definitely.
Wow.
At the end of the day, it's all about the masses loving their slavery. They comfortable on a plantation. That's what it is. They come
pretty much.
Everybody's comfortable on a plantation.
Yes, master. Give me the stimulus and give me the EDD and the PPP. We happy, master.
Don't take much for master. Give me don't touch much talking for master. Give me a couple corn whiskey for my medicine.
I get my extra EBT.
Palm boys on my floor.
Oh, tap dancing for master.
That's what it is. I mean, like I know a lot of us we feel hatred towards the establishment and the system and how they do things, but they only allowing what we allow them to do. They only doing what we allow them to do.
Yes.
I get enraged when I see this gender war stuff and this racist stuff.
Definitely.
All the people arguing about whose religion is right, and I get mad at that because I'm like, y'all are distracted with that, and they over there effing y'all up right now.
That's the least of our problems.
Exactly. That's the least. Talk about that stuff. Talk about that stuff after you get the wickedness. Your life out. Then go and start talking about that.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point, people, where I'm like, look, even when it comes to the race, y'all don't understand. This is the human race. This is what we. It's deep.
I say the same thing. I'm like you guys.
I
say if we sort it out later, we fight the powers all of us, because I'm noticing that people are uniting now because they've seen just the ridiculous absurdity of this current administration, and they're realizing, wow, I was motivated by hate and I went and made a decision, and now look at what I got for it. And so, they're holding a big L of embarrassment because Jojo Magoo is so embarrassing. And, you can only go and look back at his 94 speeches on the crime bill. This guy was like sounding like Hitler. He hated Black people. And if the community wakes up to the fact that the original hate, the Ku Klux Klan and the whole thing, this is all the Democratic Party. So it's like, it's time to wake up. And a lot of them I'm really happy to see even the gay community, they're realizing they're being played by these corporations. Everybody's confused anymore. I don't like the gay community is not agreeing with the stuff, like all that stuff that went on with the children and having them at pride parades and seeing nakedness, and they don't stand for that, the gay community that I know, and they're starting to speak up, and that's something different. People are speaking up regardless. They are realizing that we have to unite, and this gender war is being perpetrated by, I call them the Bolsheviks. Look into the Bolsheviks. They're the ones that want the divided genders. But if we just get together, like you said, fight the real enemy, which it will not be a lot of effort if we do it together, then we could all, I say this, we can all sit down at the table, break bread, and we could sort out the differences that we think we have.
Well, this is the problem. The real wars is between ourselves. Because if everybody's still united, it wouldn't even be no war to get them out.
Right.
You're talking about billions of people standing up to about 2,000 people at the best, at the most. Like it's really is. People don't realize how crazy this is, but there's literally about only 2,000 people running this planet. It's crazy. It sounds crazy, but this is the truth. And they sectioned off the planet, and they're running each section, and they got people under them and people under them, and it literally adds up to about 2,000 people.
Right.
Compared to the billions. So if billions stood up to 2,000 people, that wouldn't even be a fight.
Facts.
That wouldn't even. So the real fight is between you and your neighbor. That's the real war.
Yeah.
And they're banking on that. They banking that you are arguing to your neighbor whether you should vote for Trump or Biden when both of them work for the same entity.
Exactly. And for the record, Biden did the eulogy for the founder of the KKKs, in case nobody knew that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You can pull it up. You can pull it up.
Wow.
I only speak of things that I've studied and, did my own research. So
wow.
It's like, it's out there. And I just say, can we just divorce the government? I mean, I felt like we were supposed to be on a break, like a separation, like when you going through something in a marriage. So when the C hit, I don't understand why we all was like, we still gonna vote. Like, that wasn't right. We were supposed to pause for a minute and let's just hold on. We don't need to put nobody else in, nobody else out right now. We need to figure out what's going on.
And
that's my opinion on it.
You get shamed for not voting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you don't vote, then you ain't got an opinion. You can't say nothing if you didn't vote. Actually, I can say everything. I actually, the people who didn't vote got the most to say because we didn't vote for either of those wicked individuals.
Right.
So we would just say, why are y'all keep voting for wicked individuals that you know is not going to change anything? So we could say the most.
Just to continue on with the puppet show.
So that's one of the psyop things.
Yeah, they try to put. Yeah, that's a programming.
Not want to vote for any of those wicked.
Right.
Put you on guilt trip because you ain't want to vote for the left.
They say our ancestors died for us to have the right to vote, but
you know the hell they did.
No, they did. Y'all was taking the votes anyway.
But you know what's crazy though? All right, they died basically to vote for whoever's going to be the next owner of the slave plantation.
Basically,
then they
almost choked on my water.
Then they were a bunch of fools. Then they were a bunch of fools.
Yeah.
If that's what our ancestors died for, they were a bunch of fools.
And they mad
that's
at
what we're doing, breaking the generational curse.
And they mad at Kanye for saying slavery was a choice.
Yeah. But they didn't understand that.
He said it's all of y'all. You mean to tell me it's all of y'all and a little bit of them?
Right. And he was bringing up the amendments. That's what people miss. Kanye is kind of like that troll, but he wanted us to look into the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment makes everybody a slave to the corporation, the U.S. corporation, which now Jojo Magoo is head of the going out of sale. He's the president for the America going out of business sale. So we need to not grieve that this corporation is dying. It's a dead corporation owned by who, the Vatican, the City of London, Washington, D.C., which is not a part of America. It's a foreign land. We've allowed all this. So we need to go back to the paperwork, everybody. We are good at that. I'm telling Black people, we are good at. Look at how we look at gossip, and we can go and we done figured out who killed Kevin Samuels. Look at that. We got all this
we
point.
Got receipts.
We can get together and do things better than Scotland Yard, y'all. Get together on the stuff that's going to mean freedom. Don't go for this money, this fake money. We need to get land. We need to kick Bill Gates out. She's trying to feed everybody bugs while he lives on hill eating lobster. I mean, we can't let these people tell us we're going to eat fake meat. Do you want to know what that stuff does to people? I've watched the black people turn into like most people because we were not this sick when I got into nursing in the beginning. And you should see, I have 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds getting amputated arms.
Oh my God.
Amputated arms. That's a new one for me. That's how bad the food is with the high fructose corn syrup. You got all this weird shit, canola. What the hell is a canola oil? And we're putting all this shit in our bodies and we're turning into freaking monsters. We did not look like this. Look at old pictures. Look at old pictures of your family. They didn't look like this.
It's what's happening is when you consume that stuff, it's changing the structure of your DNA.
Yes.
And it's producing illnesses that was never seen on the planet before.
All the cancer,
all them goddamn
diabetes.
seed oils.
Yeah.
All them damn seed oils and vegetable
They tell it
oils.
to us in movies. Like, what's that? Supernatural, right? I was on Supernatural for whatever reason, but it was an episode where it was the people from, like, not hell, but start with a P. I can't think of it right now. But they came here and they was making food. Thank you, sweetheart. Purgatory. But they were eating the sandwiches and they were stuck looking at TV. And all they wanted to do was eat the hamburgers and be at TV while they was taking over. What are the most population of everybody's doing?
Eating Doritos and watching TV and on their phone.
There you go.
Yeah,
big bags of Doritos.
All people want is the TV, they cell phone,
Doritos,
they Doritos and
alcohol.
Takis. Yup, they
alcohol,
weed.
They sports games,
straight
alcohol,
up chemical weed.
They're pharmaceutical drugs, and
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I say I blame the masses.
Sports games.
Yeah. What else? Who else could you blame? Billions of people being controlled by about 2,000 people.
I was told when you know better, you do better.
Right.
We got to do better. We have to do better.
We do.
We have to do better, people.
Yeah.
Right. And the government is only a byproduct or a reflection of the people that they're governing.
Yeah.
That we got to take this stuff into consideration. We can't just sit back and keep pointing our hands at the government and Bill Gates and these corporations when we keep putting our money and our resources and our energy back into these people. We on their devices right now.
Yeah.
We talking about them on their devices right now.
Facts.
Do y'all understand what's going on? Like the slavery is so embedded in us that we're talking shit on their platforms, on their devices, eating their food and wearing their clothes.
Go ahead, Isaiah.
That's true. That's true. Wow.
Do you know you give me inspiration because we are all a work in progress, right? Yes. So, you really want to work hard on being your best self. And my main thing is getting off of cigarettes, you guys. And I'm trying so hard. And it's like I try to vape and it was making me choke. But when I seen your CBD thing, I'm ordering that.
Yeah, definitely order that.
Like,
that's the healing.
I need, like, I like to be honest about what I go through and who I am because I'm not going to come off like, oh, yeah, I'm just trying to tell you. And we all fight with our own things every day.
Right.
We're not perfect. So we're not going to sit up here and act like that. Let's not.
Yeah.
And maybe when you tell people the things that you're going through, you can have a better understanding to know that we all are just a work in progress. We have to also, just like we say, we got to stop being falling to the masses, and we have to be, each other's support.
Yeah.
Instead of pointing fingers, especially when somebody is being genuine about something that they're dealing with. That's my main thing. I want to get us as people to stop doing. Like, how are we going to stop? We can't afford to. Who can afford to go pay for psychiatrists or pay for this and that and the other? We can nourish and be, help to each other.
Amen. I like
pointing fingers.
Right.
Yep. And we need to bring back good frequency people.
Yeah.
I'm from Philly again. I'm telling you, the Philadelphia sound. Think about how music used to be in the 70s. Think about, I go down those rabbit holes. I know they changed the hertz from, you guys know the right hertz that heal people, but we had music that literally they say, and you can look into this Miss Earth Day Venus probably already knows it. You probably all know it because we're very similar. We resonate with each other. We've been down the same rabbit holes.
Oh
So
yeah.
there are like, they documented that the music was actually healing the Black community back then. All of those sounds, and
Yeah.
then it changed the hertz and everything. But I'm feeling lately we need to bring back
That's
that
what.
that love, that romantic music. They call it.
Yes.
You notice how those Bolsheviks, they called it simping. When you want to be romantic and a man wants to court a woman now, it's looked at as simping. You see how they've done that with words, and they have weaponized these things. But
Mhm.
if we start bringing back some of this music that people were conceived by,
The
that
Anita Bakers and the Luther
They, see what they
Vandross and the
did.
Earth,
What they
Wind, and
did,
Fire.
they took away the instrumentation of the music and gave us synthesizers and digitized the music. See, when
yeah,
you remove the instruments, that's removing the soul out of the music.
yep,
Right.
You see what I'm
yep.
saying?
Hmm.
So that's what happened. Nobody is playing. You see, you notice there's no bands no more. There's nobody playing
Right.
instruments. Everybody is on loop, fruity loops,
Yeah.
digitized synthesizers.
Hmm.
There's no more
Remember the
guitar
big
players.
horn section?
Jam,
Do
yeah,
y'all
jam
remember
sessions,
Earth,
yeah.
Wind, and Fire's horn
Yes.
section?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh my
it
God.
made you cry. And I was
Beautiful
listening to
music.
Barry White, that he had those orchestras and that stuff. Let me tell
Man, I
you,
listen to fantasy every
Mr.
day.
Knowledge said
Earth, Wind, and Fire's
Jazz,
fantasy.
Kenny G.
Yeah, jazz
Earth, Wind, and
music is
Fire's
good.
fantasy song. I listen to that song every day. It literally took them 6 months to produce that song. It's so
wow.
much instrumentation in in that one song, and that when you listen to it, it automatically lifts your vibration right
Don't
up.
it?
It
Don't
sure
you feel it
does.
and you get those chills? Have you get the hair
Exactly.
that stands on your arms?
Exactly.
You
Yep.
be like,
Mm.
oh yeah. And just the other night I was in here and I just like at 10 o'clock, I just start playing like old school music.
And then
And
Philip
I
Belly
found
with that
myself
falsetto,
dancing and
man.
feeling so much better.
I know. That's what I've been doing, because I stopped listening because I went down those rabbit holes. I was seeing people were on Epstein Island. I was like, no, sis, I ain't listening to you no more.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Bad because I missed music, but I went on a music hiatus.
You
And
know,
just
Miss Whitney was there too.
tell you, just this week, I started listening again, and I'm pulling up that stuff that I'm talking about. And I was like, I got this epiphany. I was like, we need to bring this back. This is going to heal the Black community, especially with this gender stuff.
Yeah.
They pretty much wiped the industry, reset. They pretty much just gave us Cardi
They
B's and
they gave
Right.
us Billy
Minaj's.
D and now we got
They gave us
Kevin Hart.
all these. They
What
gave us
happened?
all these goddamn
These drill
sexual,
songs.
sexual lyrics.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
tell you what's
saying?
causing this gender thing. What's happening is they got our women raising masculine females and feminine men.
Come on,
That's the
Isaiah.
problem.
Right.
Yep.
Come on, you
That's
preaching
the
tonight.
problem.
That's
You
Yep.
right.
That's the
preaching tonight.
problem. Like that's what's going on. That's the cause of it, and it's because they got the fathers out of the house in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
With this whole
Balance is
welfare.
off.
They told the women that if you want to collect these food stamps, you gotta get
Claudine.
that man. You gotta get that man out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Claudine, exactly. Movie
Mm-mm-mm.
And where that
Claudine.
Yes.
following
So what?
behind
Don't
the
So
come
what
home
happened
pregnant,
was
mama.
following behind the white women during the women's liberation movement. That's what happened.
so they
Yeah.
started
They had they
raising
had
these
they had
masculine
all the
ass
sisters out
females.
there marching
Mm-hmm.
behind them, and them white women's going back home to their husbands.
That's right. With a
While the sisters was
Exactly.
going home to a
Leaving
hippie
Ain't
you
that
ass
That was
home.
a
so?
whole.
manless.
That was a whole psyop.
There was
That was a whole
even
psyop.
what's her
So you
name?
want
That
to?
Gloria Steinem. She had that black woman. They had their fist up, and the black woman had her afro. And I want to say, I know I get in trouble with the sisters, but I love y'all. I don't even care if you get mad at me. But I'm tired of them using us as mules for their.
I'm agreeing with
No,
you.
seriously.
They will not.
Okay.
They won't get their movements off the ground without a black woman. Look at this. We can't continue to support our own genocide. Gloria Steinem was a CIA operative, and she would go home to a white picket fence every day. Her husband, she had a high value white husband too, Jewish. Okay,
All right,
so there you are.
I gotta speak on something since you said white picket fence. See, we got this is something that a psyop that I know most people haven't realize. They sold us this American dream with the white picket fence and the suburban homes that all look alike. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie, Edward Scissorhands and all that shit, right?
Yes.
All them homes look alike. Y'all understand those are prison camps. Before that, people had farmland. They trying to get people away from the farmland to where you could actually raise your own food. So they can you can raise your own food so you don't have to depend on corporations to feed you. So they sold you this convenience of the white picket fence, the grocery store with the ballpark hot dogs and all that bullshit that you buy that's packaged up and you don't know what the hell is in it. You don't know if it's human meat in there.
Oh God,
you don't know what the hell is in those ballpark hot dogs and all of that. But they took your ability away from being self-sustainable in farmers because people. I asked this question. I had to look it up myself. Like before all these suburban homes and shit, like what was there before? It was families owning farmland.
Yes.
A lot of this shit was farmland, but they
Farmdale was farmland and all that out here.
They turned it into malls. They turned it into, you know what I mean? To these suburban complexes, to these goddamn apartment complexes. And it's all this surveillance state and all this concrete jungle that we in. That's just to take away your ability to be able to feed yourself.
We don't even supposed to be in square boxes homes like this.
That's right.
Did y'all know that?
Yeah, you're right.
Did y'all know that?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said they turned it into a prison.
Exactly.
These are concentration camps.
These are pigeon coops, man.
They are. Wow.
These are concentration
pigeon coops look like projects. Have you ever seen a pigeon coops? How they stacked on top of each other? Them shits look like projects.
We are scared about. They got us scared about going into the concentration camps, and we already in them.
That's right. That's right. It's time to get out of these things. Like they have a lot of land. Everybody, don't be afraid. I tell my family, don't be afraid to move back where we came from. Remember, we weren't always up north. And I realize people can't move. It's not easy. I'm not trying to be flip and say everybody move, but some people are going to get the calling to go back. Because I'm going to tell you, the American South is the only place I've known my relatives to come from because I've never found any proof of a slave ship. Okay. And nobody in Africa besides the Ethiopians have ever claimed me. Okay. So my thing is this: some of us need to not be afraid to get up out of these cities and get into some open land and do this community. You know, we're not talking about turning into Nature Boy and all that carbonation stuff.
Girl, never that. No, we're not going there.
No.
But we need to get back to the land also. That's the thing I feel will heal us as a people. We get back to the land. And it's not hard to work land. I do something called permaculture, and you can look into it. It's a documentary called Back to Eden. And you know what? God made it so that you don't even have to work the land hard. If you do it by his tenets, he will give you wisdom on how to grow your food. And you have a community. You're not going to have to grow everything. How about keeping chickens? I don't care if you're a vegan. Keep chickens so you can barter with your neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I just think that that's the answer. But you know what? I have to run, but I love what you're doing, Isaiah, JR, and it was so wonderful and everything to meet Earth Day Venus and Nicole. But I love you all. I really do. And I almost laughed because I was about to sound like Monique, but I do love her.
Hey, my sweet baby.
Sweet baby.
Hey, my
sweet baby.
Okay, babies.
We know you mean that for real.
For real, okay? But, I would love to, connect with you all more, but I'm going to send you the picture of Dr. Timothy
send that.
Cunningham. Say his name, y'all, because that's the key to never having to go through another pandemic, okay? Thank you. God bless
Thank you for your knowledge.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you, sister.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming through. Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Look at you guys bringing all this knowledge. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we try to, bring folks together, like-minded people.
Somebody said, I wish I could have chickens in my apartment. I'm sorry.
Oh
Hell,
my gosh.
hell yeah.
It's real funny. Okay, I feel it.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of us are still sleeping out here, though. It's a lot of us still sleeping out here. We got a lot to go.
They in the
Lot
coma.
to
That's
go.
what I say. Because I mean, it's
Yeah.
like at this point, y'all need to be up a little bit, just a little, just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but as long as you keep fighting back on things that we're discussing, even if we don't see it that way, it's like that's what you're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think the biggest fight is within ourselves.
It is.
Yeah. It's
I
like
agree.
what you said, JR. We have to sit with ourselves. And like a lot of us can't just turn off everything and just sit and listen or go out in nature and just sit down or even take your shoes off, get in the grass, start walking. Like just you need that sun.
You need that. You
We
need to
were
sit
a
with
part of
yourself.
the earth, so why
And even if you're in an apartment, go to the park, y'all. Don't
right.
make up an excuse.
Stop
Touch a
being
tree,
lazy.
put your feet in the grass. Come on. Don't make up excuses. That's our problem. We keep making excuses.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild, man. I before I used to be like, you know, it's the government, it's Bill Gates, it's this person, it's that person. Then I started to realize, man, I'm like, man, it's us. It's us. It's
You had a
all
Michael
of us.
moment?
Yeah, it's like it's all of us. We can't just keep pointing our fingers at the wicked people who set in the traps. We gotta
Right.
start pointing our finger at ourselves and keep walking into them.
Yep, yeah, that's gotta take accountability. Go sit with yourself, man. Somebody just
Bones,
hopped on.
Bones, what up?
Man, you know I had to chime in on y'all fellas, man. It's been a minute.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up?
Hey, man, I was listening to the young queen earlier, man, and you know how she was going in on some, you know, what we talking about tonight. But I think what we need to do, man, is stop trying to perfect, you know, what they've taught to us. I mean, as far as their language, you know, as far as everything that they've taught us, we got to learn what they taught us, man. We need to go back to our own background, our own history. We need to learn our own language. You know, when we was brought here, bro, we didn't know their language. You know what I mean? And we too busy trying to perfect what they've taught us. We need to leave all that alone. We need to leave all that alone. And until we do that, you know, we won't perfect who we are as far as a person, as far as a people. I mean, we are out the cultures. I mean, we've done it all out here already, and we don't need help from nobody, you know. And I think once we stop doing that, because I mean, we say we're done. Okay, we need to do this, we need to do that, but still, we're trying to perfect what they're still feeding us as far as where we went to their schools. I mean, as far as we go to their jobs, we're still trying to perfect that and ask for permission. We don't need that no more. We need to end this. We need to end this, and we need to end this today. You know what I mean? We need to stop trying to perfect their language. The young lady was speaking, but I heard how she was trying to perfect it. You know, she was like, hey, you know how they do and all that. That's not what we do. We speak a whole totally different other language. You got Chinese that speak their language. You got Spanish that speak their language. What about ours? We need to perfect ours. We don't need to perfect theirs. We need to get away from that.
So what would you say our language would be like for us, our people?
Our language, man, I'll be honest with you, our language is what we were taught from the beginning. You know what I mean? Our beginning was way before they even existed. And we need to get back to that. We need to get back to that. I mean, they beat everything into us. Their language, their religion. We're not even religious. We're spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to get back to that. Once we get back to that, I'm telling you, we will realize who we truly are. And unity will come immediately after that.
You know what? I think eventually people will definitely get back to the origins of things. But it's like we put ourselves through this school of training. Like I'm saying, like it's like when you born into this life, you got to go through all these obstacles and all these courses. You see what I'm saying? Through the
I
program.
understand that. I
Like so,
understand
so
that.
religion is another leeway back to the origins. But you can't just be born and then go back straight to the origins. We basically put ourselves here to go through these things. What memories gone, you know what I'm saying, of who we is, and in order to get back to that, we got to go through all these obstacles. You see what I'm saying?
Well, let
There's
me break it down. Let me break it down
Let me
to let
say
me
this
break it
real
down.
quick. Let me say
Go
something
ahead.
real quick. In the religion, there's a seed of truth in every religion on the planet. It's the political side of the religion that's keeping people enslaved.
Mhm.
But if you dig into the root of every religion,
The word
you will
of itself.
find a seed of truth in every religion on this planet. Everyone. Because what happened was everything got scattered. The truth got scattered and it was hidden into the religion. And what
Exactly.
happened was man got control of the religions and they started adding their political views to the
Hmm.
scriptures when the scriptures is not talking about anything physical.
Hmm.
It's talking about the spiritual, which created the physical, but it's not talking about anything physical. So when you add physical stuff to the scriptures, it becomes political. And that's
Exactly.
how they enslaved
Yeah.
us with they
Mm-hmm.
enslaved us with it. Like I say, I'm every religion, but I'm none of them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's what I would say to
Hmm.
myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Now
Like,
let me try to simplify it. Let me try to simplify it real quick. That's just like if I'm invited to your house, right? And you say, okay, hey man, I want you to stop through. You know what I mean? Bring your girl, bring your kids, blah blah blah. If we come over there, you have rules to your house, right? You know, if we come to your house, you got white carpet, you take your shoes off.
mhm.
You know what I mean? When you make a mess, you clean it up. You know, when you go to the bathroom, you know, you do what you do. You know, you spray something around. That's what I'm saying. You know, we all have a rule in life and we have to stick to that rule. Our rule is not what they command of us, in a way of speaking. You know what I mean? It's simple for us, but we have to stick to our rule. They made a rule for us and told us out the gate that we got to stick to their rule. We don't have to do that because this is our home. We are the indigenous people of this world. We don't have to stick to their rule. Their rule where they came up in here, you already know how they did it. You know, and I ain't gonna go into specifics, but we don't have to stick with their rule. We have became we the people that we are today are afraid. We are afraid. And that was never us because we had rules and then we had to stick with it. Because if you go to any other country out here, I'm telling you out the gate, bro. If you break that rule, I ain't gonna call it a rule. If you break that law, you
That's
get
what
dealt
it
with.
is, law.
Yeah, if you get dealt with when you break that law. You know what I mean? And here, man, we this wasn't our law. And I understand where you're coming from, Isaiah, when you said out the gate. It was a lot of political put into our religion. Well, not religion, but our spiritual realm. And it became a religion.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I understand where you're coming from, but I'm telling you, this is not who we are. This is not who we are. I've done some traveling and even went back, you know, I ain't gonna call it home because I was born here. But man, I went back to Africa, bro, and I'm telling you, it is so much going on over there. Man, it is so much going over there. And I'm telling you, I'm going back. Once you know me, once I get some things together, I'm going back, bro. It is beautiful over there. And you have your own territory. You have your own everything over there. And they back you on that. They back you on that. It ain't got nothing to do with what's going on over here on 9 yards. Once you get over there, you won't even think about here unless you missing it. And you will miss it. Because I did. I was over here for 6 months and I missed it.
Mm.
I was over there for 6 months and I missed it. But then I got to thinking, man, if I could do this for 6 months, who to say I can't do this for, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, same way I did here. But that's all I'm saying, man, is that we gotta loosen, man. We gotta loosen it on us, because we the one that's tightening the rope on us. They ain't we the one doing it, man. Because we too dependent on these people. And I'm calling them people because I don't call them nothing else, but we too dependent on these folks, man. We don't need them. We don't need them.
Well, one of the problems is a lot of us lost the skills of being self-sustainable.
True.
That's a problem, because we were born in it. Some people can't even cook a meal without a microwave.
Overstood.
Or more or less make something from scratch. More or less planting something and harvest the crops to create something.
But that's what I'm saying, Isaiah. We need to get away from that. We need to start learning how, man, to build a fire in your backyard, man, and cooking on a fire. We need to lose the fear, bro. We need to lose the fear. We need to lose that, man. And I'm telling you.
But most people ain't gonna give up. Most people ain't gonna give up their convenience. People ain't gonna give up their beloved grocery stores. People ain't gonna give up their Domino's. You know I'm saying people like, man, I'd rather call Domino's up than to build a fire and cook something on a fire.
You
gotta think about the generation you gotta think about this generation. They grew up off Hot Pockets, and you know what I'm saying.
I understand that, but what we have to realize is that it's starting to resort back to that, though, because everything is a short now. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to start resorting back to horses. We're gonna have to start resorting back to growing our own food. We're gonna have to start resorting back to all we know from our ancestors. That is already in us. We ain't got to relearn nothing. We just, I take that back. We do have to relearn. But we have to uninstill what's already inside us from what we was learning here, from what they taught us. Okay, well, you got to go to work every day. Man, you know what? Only time we got to go to work every day is to feed our folk, take care of our family. It wasn't to make them rich. It was to take care of our family, take care of your land. Everything was false what they fed us. We have to learn that.
And I agree 100%, and it sounds good, but it's a lot of people ain't willing to do that.
True. Overstood, but everybody can't go. Everybody can't go, brother. Everybody can't go. And you right.
Yep.
You right.
The scriptures talk about those will be left behind, man.
Yes, sir.
They ain't gonna give up their Popeye's chicken.
It's those.
You know what? You ain't said your Popeye's shit. You said your
goddamn chicken sandwiches. Nope.
Hell no.
Give up those chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches and the fifth pint of Henny.
They're not gonna and a pharmaceutical company is gonna be around forever because they ain't giving up their perk 30s.
You already know. They oxys.
People think that you need the diabetic medication. All you gotta do is stop eating all this goddamn sugar, and then your blood sugar are normalized if you stop eating all this goddamn high fructose corn syrup and all this goddamn sugar out here and all these grains.
I mean, everything everything we fed. Everything we fed, man, is poison. If you look at other countries, man, they banned all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They banned all that in other countries, man. But yes, sir. But it's okay here. They'll allow so much here, so much there. And
they banned some of that stuff over there, but they still being poisoned over there too. They still being poisoned over there too.
Not like us, though. Not like us.
Poison. I don't think anybody is exempt from poison on this planet.
Exactly. That's
everywhere.
Shit's engraved into the land, into the air, into the water. You poison one side of the planet, naturally the other side of the planet is going to get poisoned too.
Contaminated.
Those chemicals.
It's contamination.
Well, you have to have control. You know what I mean? That's somewhat part of their control. You know what I mean? But if you look at other countries, man, what they allow here, they don't allow there. And I understand where you're coming from too. I understand where you're coming from too.
There's definitely certain things that they banned in other countries that they're still allowing here. It's a lot of things, a lot of additives and all that shit, food colorings and all that stuff, food, all that. But they still being poisoned over there too. Because if you,
Oh yeah, they still getting poisoned.
Their hospitals are still jam packed with kids that have leukemia, cancers. You know what I mean? Diabetes and all. They got the same shit we got over here.
True.
Because why? They still got KFC over there. You could walk right outside the pyramids in Egypt and walk straight to Pizza Hut.
I was going to say that too. And you know what? You know what? And I was going to say that too when you said that, because I was going to tell you out the gate, because I think everybody trying to follow the U.S. You know what I mean? What the U.S. is doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to follow the U.S.
There you go.
But this power is falling. Yeah, this power is falling, man. I mean, it's showing us right in front of us right now. I mean, if you look at what's going on in the world today, dog, the U.S. power is falling. It's no more. They're no longer going to be the power. They're no longer going to be the power, man. You know, and I think, like I said out of the gate, we need to get back to what was still inside of us when our great-greats was growing up, man. And we still remember, you know what I mean? We still remember when our great was growing up. I mean, everybody went to work, man, and panhandle every fucking day, man, just to feed our family. You know what I mean? It still was broke, but everybody fed. Everybody fed. And we need to resource back to that, because we didn't need, you know, somebody just giving us a handout. We didn't need that.
Well,
we get out there.
We covering up our food sources with concrete and roads.
Well, I ain't gonna call it us. I ain't gonna call it us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call it us.
Who the hell is allowing it to happen? We are.
Yeah. No.
They only enslaving us with our own currency.
Curry gang, I'm about to tap out.
Okay.
You know, sending all my love to you guys. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yes.
All right, salute to you, Queen. Salute to you, Queen.
Yeah, they only enslaving us with our own currency.
They're enslaving us with our own currency just because we don't know who we are. If we resort back to who we are, bro, they can't touch us. The only way they defeated us, Isaiah, is because you already know with history they came with what they call the fire stick. They couldn't defeat us over 600 years, bro. When they put up to those beaches, they couldn't defeat us. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. Now we've been enslaved over 400 something years now. You know what I mean? Almost 500 something years now. And that don't equal up. That don't equal up to me. And like you said before, yeah, everybody's not gonna understand this. They're not, because they're so comfortable. You know, maybe like, well, you know what, I got a job and you know, I can eat and feed my food, you know, got food for my family, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what we are. We rule, bro. We rule. We need to get back to that. Once we get back to that, like I was saying in the chat earlier, man, everybody always talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma. They don't know about, man, it was all kind of black communities in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Alabama, Louisiana, Illinois. I mean, we can go on and on and on. Yes, we can go on. And there were pyramids there. There were even pyramids there, man, especially Illinois.
Mississippi.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had Rosewood. I mean, I can go on and on and on. It wasn't just Tulsa. We had communities everywhere.
And the thing is, we've been talking like this for years in this community.
True.
Like what we saying tonight is nothing new that we haven't been saying for decades.
True.
Shit ain't changing.
I know.
Shit ain't changing. We've been talking about this for decades, man.
Well, what I'm saying is, man, go ahead, bro.
Guaranteed, 80 years ago, people were having the same exact conversation that we're having right now, saying the same shit 80 years ago. And look, 80 years later, where we at?
True, very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Still talking about this shit.
Yeah, still talking about it.
So I blame us, because all we doing is sitting around talking about this shit.
And I understand that, and that's the reason why I jumped on with you, because I hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't used to be that. We didn't used to be the ones who want to walk around with the $100,000 rented chains, that meant nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? That meant nothing to us. I mean, if we want to go, hell, the only thing we had to do is go in our backyard. You know, we had it all, bro. We had everything. We didn't have to rent anything. We got to rent our homes. We got to rent our cars. Hell, even when we go to the damn doctor to get, medical attention, we got to pay for that. We was growing that, man. We was, you know what I'm saying? That's that. You know where I'm coming from with it. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what you're saying, and that's why I had to jump on here with you, man, because the conscious has to get back on track, man. We have to, because this what's going on now, these mass shootings. I mean, shortage of this and that, bro. We don't need them for nothing. We can communicate. We can communicate ourselves. We can police ourselves. We can govern ourselves. We can do whatever we need to do.
Yep.
The Jews do it. The Chinese do it. The Spanish do it. What the hell are we doing?
We sitting up here sounding exactly like a grassroots Black Panther movement. niggas was saying the same shit. Niggas was saying the same shit.
Yep. Back in the 60s and 70s.
Niggas been saying the same shit for years. We just talking.
And that's what I'm saying. Shit still went on a decline.
Exactly.
So what you think would it take?
Crack came
what do you think it would take?
It's going to take full-fledged collapse, global collapse of everything.
Yep.
Reset. Somebody hit the goddamn reset button.
Everything.
What do you think? Like
nothing's left.
What do you think about?
Only a remnant.
What do you think about total separation?
That shit ain't gonna work.
Nah.
You don't think?
Everything gotta be destroyed.
That shit ain't gonna work. That total separation shit ain't gonna work.
Nah, none of that shit ain't gonna work. It's gonna take total destruction. Because out of destruction, out of destruction, there's gonna be a remnant left, which is gonna be literally like a seed, and it's gonna that's what's gonna regrow everything. And guess what? It's gonna flourish, and it's gonna go right back to another decline.
It's flower.
That's all there is on this planet.
Of a flower. A flower springs up, and then when it springs up for the season, and then it dies and go back into the dirt.
Why you think they call it grassroots? Why you think they call it grassroots movement? Because the shit's going to just keep doing that. It's going to be on repeat. And that's what they've done.
We on a cycle, man.
Yep.
We on a cycle. We have seasons and ages for everything. We on a cycle. You know
we eventually get out of this.
That's why you always hear about the golden ages, the dark ages.
Yep.
Golden ages, dark ages. Golden ages, dark ages. That's just how this life shit is, man.
Yep. We eventually get out of this shit, but guess what? Give it a couple thousand years, we're gonna be right back talking like this. That's what I'm saying. I'm just sitting back watching us on repeat, like we still ain't learned yet. We can't escape this. We can't escape the nature of this realm until we out of this. I hear a lot of us saying that we're indigenous here, and I think that's bullshit. I don't think none of us is indigenous here. I think we're just trapped here for a time, for a season, and then we're going to move on to something else. That's my speculation. Okay. I don't think anything is indigenous here except for the material. But our spirits, our souls, is not indigenous to this place.
Yeah, right. It's not trapped. Yeah,
we're not indigenous. Yeah. Our vibratory rate dropped just so we can be here and experience this bullshit we experiencing right now. And we experience it for thousands of years.
We're
and then we're gonna move.
Beings,
and then we're gonna move on to some other shit.
You know what I'm saying? We in every reality, man. We in
this
every
realm we in right now. The shit's gonna keep happening. We're gonna be ruling for a couple years, then we're gonna fall. Then we're gonna, everything gonna be destroyed, and then a little stub of plant is gonna come out of the destruction, and that's gonna grow to be a beautiful nation, and everybody got chickens in a pot, and everybody loving each other and all that shit, and then that's gonna decline, and it's gonna happen over and over and over and over and over and over again, and niggas like us gonna be having this conversation forever.
You kill me. You kill me with that. You kill me with that one though.
Coming right back to this shit that we talked. All this shit that we had our own. We had farmland. We had chickens and we had pigs and all this bullshit that we be talking about. We gonna be right back to talking about it again. I'm just letting you know, like you gotta understand the nature of this realm that we in right now. That's the nature of this place, and it happens in our own little lives. Think about it. You'll be doing good for a while, then some shit will happen and it'll F you up, and you gotta get back on track, and you be up
Right.
for a little bit, and you gotta understand life works like that on this plane of existence.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like that's just how it happens, man. It ain't no escape from this shit.
Yeah, it's definitely not perfect. Overstood that.
It's never gonna be perfect. So we could get, you know what I mean, we could get the earth back and have chickens and geese, flocks of geese, and planting seeds all over the fucking earth, and planting apple trees and oranges and mangoes and
bananas
shit.
every
We can
damn
have
where.
all that shit. But guess what?
Tokyo.
Eventually, it's gonna get right back to concrete malls and grocery stores and all
bloody
that
back
shit
for
again.
shows.
Yeah, that's the nature. That's
And
the
niggas on the
nature of
plantation with the
humanity,
bloody
man.
back for show.
Not
I
the
mean,
bloody back, bro.
I mean,
That's just the nature of humanity, man.
I'm just being real. Like we gotta start looking at this shit from a better perspective. Like we still trapped in our own, like thinking that that day's gonna come, we gonna rise. Yeah, we are, but guess what? We gonna rise and we gonna fall again, and then we gonna rise again. Then we gonna fall again.
I mean, once you
That's
grasp
all there is, man. Like the sun and the goddamn
once you
moon.
grasp the
Rise,
concept
fall, rise,
of
fall, rise,
eternity,
fall.
then you know you probably did this shit a million times. I mean, if you a
Yeah.
billion times, if you can grasp the concept of eternity and you really know what that means, then you know we did this shit a gazillion times.
Yeah, over and over again.
We've been here a gazillion times, man.
That's what I'm saying. This conversation that we had this shit a million times already.
Like sometimes we look at things on a lower level, but when you start grasping the higher levels of thinking and the higher levels of spirituality, then you know this shit is just like nothing compared to what we really are. When you say we got to get back, getting back is getting back to the source of what we are, and that's a spiritual being.
Yeah, spiritual. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that going back to Africa and going back to the pyramids in Egypt and being Hotep and all that shit, man. That shit don't matter to the spiritual realm.
Because look, we could get back to that. We could get back to that shit, like that Hotep and earthly spiritual shit.
But
it's gonna go right. It's gonna decline.
But you gotta understand something. We already
it's not
there.
a permanent fix.
All we doing is moving in and out of these different realities. You know, there's no time and space outside of this shit. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's no time don't exist. So we just moving in and out of these different realities. 1 minute we have transition, we be in Egypt during that time where niggas was Kemet and all this Hotep and writing pyramids. I mean writing shit on the wall, bearing pyramids. That's not like a history thing. That's like just moving out of different realities. That's it. There's no past.
I understand.
The past, present, and the future all happen simultaneously. So all we doing, all our spirit is doing, is moving out of these different realities. You see what I'm saying?
Different realms. Different realms.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's it. So niggas, yeah, you right. Niggas will go back to Africa and be Kemet, ancient Kemet, and Hemotep, and all these niggas. Yeah,
we did it a million times. We did it a million times, a million already, my nigga.
I'm saying all we doing is dying and transitioning and going into those different realities. That's it.
Y'all definitely put me up on game, man.
Yeah, and definitely going back to Africa and reclaiming the land back. What the fuck? That's not a permanent fix. Because niggas could get that land and they start fighting amongst each other. Look how niggas fighting amongst each other now.
True that.
Over crumbs. Niggas blowing each other brains out over some goddamn crumbs and some food stamps.
Some
over song. Yeah, over song.
Street corner that they don't
over
even
song. Over damn song. You right. You right.
Let's keep this shit all the way 100, y'all. And if we did take this land back, we will fuck this place up again. Your badass kids, with your badass kids running around and all the foolishness that's going on, this shit would be fucked up.
You got niggas shooting and claiming blocks they don't even fucking own.
That's right.
Come
Come on, man. Let's just be real out here. It's time to be real out here. I ain't with the bullshit. I'm not sugarcoating. Right. We wouldn't know what to do with all this goddamn land. These ignorant niggas walking around out here. Can you imagine?
Man. Nah, y'all spitting game, man. Like I said, the game, bro. That's why I fuck with y'all, man.
Yeah, we putting shit in its proper perspective. We just
because you gotta think about the reality of what's going on now. How will we be able to handle anything with the shit, with the conditions that's happening right now?
That exists right now, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Most niggas, you don't even trust making your goddamn sandwich at a fast food restaurant. You don't trust them with a whole bunch of land? Come on, man. Let's see. Look, man. That whole claim of the land, that shit sounds tired to me. That shit, because I know niggas fuck that up in a heartbeat. So I'm like, look, niggas fucked up a little bit of PPP loan money. Niggas couldn't even handle it.
Niggas talk about reparations. All you gonna do is spend that reparations back on Gucci and Prada and them niggas. Get that shit right back. We gonna get,
shit, man.
Niggas gonna be selling land. Niggas gonna be selling the land right back to Gates in a month. They gonna be too lazy to take care of that shit.
Take it right.
Gates would be like, I give you $100,000 for that 50 acres of land, and you'll be selling that fast.
Damn, dog.
Niggas gonna be too lazy to get up and milk a cow. Niggas gonna be too lazy to plant the seed and too lazy because niggas used to go into the grocery store.
Niggas gotta go learn the basics first before we even get any goddamn thing.
You right about that?
We can't get nothing from nobody right now until niggas learn how to fish.
Oh shit, man! Damn.
Just think about which niggas, any niggas you know own fishing rods. Right now.
Yeah, no shit.
It's a couple, but niggas that end up. Yeah, it's a couple. It's a lot of.
It's not a lot of niggas that's owning fishing rods right now.
Listen though. Most of these niggas are starving. Most of these niggas are starving when they own land. They win.
Damn, man. Y'all clowning like a motherfucker, man.
You get most of these niggas like 200 acres of land and take away all the grocery stores. They starve on their own land. You'll come back 2 months later and them niggas will be dead.
You say the chicken, motherfucking chickens that ran off every motherfucking thing, man.
You come back.
Hell no. Damn.
Basic skills.
You get these niggas 100 acres of land. You come back 2 months later, these niggas would be dead. They would starve on their own land because they don't know how to harvest shit.
Damn, y'all clowning, man.
Nah, it's some real shit.
Damn. I feel you, though. I feel you.
How the hell we gonna take back the land that we don't even know how to take care of? We fucking around and starve on the land.
You said they be dead on their own land.
They be dead on it.
Damn, man.
Sitting there malnourished, laying next to
the starving.
Chickens walking around pecking their dead bodies. Chickens walking around fucking they damn body, they dead bodies and shit. Like come on, man.
Walking around starving, still looking for a Popeyes.
Most of these niggas don't even know how to butcher a chicken.
Like she said, niggas lined up at Popeyes. They ain't plucking no goddamn chicken.
They ain't plucking no chickens. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We talk a good game.
Niggas ain't scaling no fish. Niggas ain't plucking no chickens. Exactly. Niggas ain't gutting no pigs or cows and none of that shit. We don't know how to do none of that shit.
We talk a good game, but we don't
know how to butcher none of that shit, man. We lost all our abilities to do all that just natural shit. We don't even know how to do the natural shit.
You would have a nigga that have 200 acres of land with mad animals on there, and they get on the land and say, "Where the microwave at? I got these hot pockets I'm trying to throw up in there." Come on, man. Let's just be real. Let's be real. Niggas can't even make a bowl of cereal from scratch.
With a hot with a
Niggas can't even
grease
make a
at?
bowl of cereal
I
from
need some
scratch.
hot grease. I gotta fry these wings up real quick. Got from the grocery store.
Niggas that have chickens all over their land and still go to Popeyes.
Shit. That man. We
Still
got
looking for
man,
all the
man.
fast food restaurants.
Exactly.
Starving.
Yeah, man.
If you literally gave a nigga 100 acres of land and said you can't leave off this land, you got in order to eat, you got to harvest the food off this land. Most niggas will starve to death. I'm just being real. That shit sound funny. And it sounds like, you know what I mean? It sounds like comedy,
That's the truth,
but
though.
the
Yeah,
sadness behind this
Yeah.
is real, man. It's real. It's really that sad. So when I hear niggas talking about we need to go back to Africa and reclaim the land and the resources, like y'all niggas don't even know how to harvest those resources.
No.
You microwave babies. You microwave. You used to pushing that button on a microwave to heat up your food.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Used to putting on a pizza.
Yeah. You're gonna be on there. Look, you're gonna be on that 100 acres of land looking for a damn telephone line so you can call and order Domino's. Like, let's just be real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why I was trying to tell the brother. I was like, niggas was talking this shit 80 years ago. Like, we sound like a bunch of Black Panther, grassroots Black Panther niggas, and look how that shit worked out.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And then with these knuckleheads out here today, these niggas can't take care of no land, man.
Man, yeah, them niggas can barely cook. They can't cook none of that shit.
Niggas can't even bake a cake from scratch.
Far removed,
motherfuckers
man.
getting Betty Crocker and all that, the box shit. They can't even bake some damn cake, man. Come on, man.
Damn.
Niggas a burn a bowl of cereal if you could. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real. Let's just be real, y'all. Y'all, we black out here. Think about your ignorant family members owning 100 acres of land, and they had to eat off that land, and they couldn't go nowhere else. What you think gonna happen to those family members? Think about your most ignorant nigga family member. We all got them.
They ain't gonna do nothing but sell that land. They ain't gonna do nothing but sell that land off. Somebody gonna come in and offer them money, and they just gonna sell it off.
And then go back to spending it on Gucci
go back
and
to the
fast food.
Yeah. Like you said, niggas couldn't even get shit right with some little bit of PPP loans.
Exactly. And the thing, like I said, that's why I always say I blame the man. I blame all of us. We're all equally guilty of this shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are. We are.
We let the convenience make us lazy. All of us.
We traded our convenience. I mean, we traded our freedom.
Our freedom for convenience.
And then that shit ain't do nothing but enslave us.
There you go.
Dang.
There you go. And I'm saying not all of us. You got some brothers and sisters out here that do know how to take care of the land. But let's just be real. Majority of us don't.
Oh.
Especially the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of us do not. We'd rather fight each other over the last pudding cup than go plant a seed and harvest it.
Dang.
Yeah, exactly.
That's reality for your ass, ain't it?
Exactly. So all this going back to Africa shit, where they not going to accept this anyway, because they don't even like African American or
niggas trying to get over here. Shit.
And a lot of them are trying to get over here. So this going back to Africa shit, I definitely don't want to hear that.
I mean, I guess if you want to go back and visit just for, and visit the land. I mean,
you know what capacity
I know what you mean. I know what you niggas trying to go back and build civilizations there.
Yeah, like there's not already a civilization over there. Like, y'all niggas is retarded. Where you gonna go? You gonna go build a civilization in Africa? Don't you realize that most of those countries in Africa are built up already, and they don't want your black ass over there?
They damn sure don't.
It's just we still got a lot of ignorance going on in our communities. And just not seeing the big picture.
Yeah. And then not only that, you got to think about like Like we gotta get this shit together over here. We're trying to go where we all we doing is taking our ignorance and taking it somewhere else. That shit start within. You gotta change yourself from within. It don't matter what part of the land you going to. It don't no matter where the hell you go. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta change their ignorant ass ways first before they try to go anywhere on this planet. Because all you're gonna do is take the ignorance that you already got with you into another place. So I don't really even think about it. I don't even think it's really about going any damn where. I think it's just a self valuation and changing yourself within and you know what I'm saying and connecting with like minded people. Like we do here. What we doing with these channels and shit, connected with like minded people.
Pretty much.
Basically trying to create communities within communities. You know what I mean? Communities within community. Because like the brother said that was on here earlier. Now everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. So you only thing you can do is connect with the people that's like minded like you. That's it. And y'all create a little industry within yourselves. Same thing like we doing working with these other merchants. Like we creating like, you know what I'm saying, a community within a community within a community. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Pretty much. Shit. We might as well just wrap this up now. We said all we can say on this, motherfucker.
That's right. It's one of them, and that's all we have to say.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just know we ain't going back to Africa, y'all. So make yourself comfortable. Sit your asses right down, because a lot of us ain't even from Africa anyway. A lot of our ancestors
I think I
ain't
want
even
to go
from
back to
Africa.
Africa.
Exactly.
Niggas trying to go back like Nas, trying to go back to Africa like Nas and Belly and shit.
Shit, our ancestors was here in America. Shit. The natives of this land. If you want to get technical. Shit, all my family wasn't brought here on no goddamn slave boat.
Nope.
They got us thinking that we all got here on slave ships. That's more programming right there, man. Everybody think that they damn ancestors were slaves.
Nah, not everybody ancestors were slaves. That's true.
It's crazy out here, man.
There was a small amount of slaves compared to, you know what I'm saying, compared to civilizations that was here.
You got niggas actually believe that they killed all the natives with smallpox. All this shit was mad populated over here. People really think that they killed all the natives of this land over here, not realizing that the dark skinned people over here now are not naturally from Africa. Their ancestors is literally the natives of this land in America, in the Caribbean. But they got everybody thinking that they from Africa. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
And then they try to throw you all with that fake ass ancestry.com. They got everybody taking that dumbass ancestry test, talking about, yeah, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Ghana. No, the fuck you ain't. Them tests is lying to you. How can everybody be from the same place? They got everybody that take the test. They got everybody from the same places in Africa. They lying. That shit is a lie.
And people want to believe that. And some people get mad as hell. My ancestors are from Africa, and they came over on a slave boat.
Who told you that?
Yeah, I wouldn't take that test. I don't know what the hell they doing with your DNA. That shit going to a third party corporation in some deep dark dungeon where they doing BBLs at.
Cloning centers.
cloning centers, BBLs, all types of shit they doing. And you sending your DNA to some dark lab somewhere. I'm good. I'm good. See, people will fall for anything out here, man. That's what I'm like, yo, we got wisen up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's definitely a perspective too, lovely Reese. They definitely already got everybody's DNA.
From birth. Not only that, when you go get blood tests, blood lab, when they take your blood when you go to the hospital, yeah, they even one way or another they gonna get your damn DNA.
Yeah,
They gonna
but
get your blood.
it's even some lines that some of them won't cross that other ones will. And that's
Hmm.
why I think that ancestry.com shit is more dangerous. Cause
Hmm.
I mean the shit they collect from the hospitals and all that, that's a big database. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have to specifically be singling people out. But when you do that ancestry.com shit, they can really zoom in on your DNA then.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's kind of different. It's kind of different. Cause I believe it or not, some of these wicked people do have a limit. Believe it or not, I know it's hard to fathom, but people is on different degrees of wickedness, and some people that won't even, they're like, I do this, but I'm not crossing the line here. And then you got those ones that, well, we're going to cross the
Yeah,
line,
we're going
and it,
across the line. Just
yup,
hand
and
the
it, yup,
information
and
over to
that's
us.
and yup, ancestry.com. You got it.
Just, just hand your information over to us. We got it from
Yup,
here. We got it from here. That's
exactly.
basically. And they may not know. And like you said, the lower people may not never know what the people on the higher plane is
That's
doing.
that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is in on this shit.
Yeah, not everybody's in on it. That's another thing we have to understand. Everybody that works in the system is not in on this shit.
Because they don't even know what the hell going on at another level.
We can't say that everybody that's in the system is in on it. Some people are just following orders and they believe in the system and they just doing their job, and they don't really know what really goes on behind the scenes. I know that's hard to believe, but it's actually really the truth, man. You got some people out here who just very blinded by their classifications and their degrees and you know what I mean, and all the paperwork, all the labels that they, the doctors and the master's degree, doctor's degree. Like some of these people really don't know what they going into or what they getting into.
Nah, that's true.
And some of these people have convinced themselves that they doing, the right thing too. Some of the wicked individuals actually convince themselves that they doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And it becomes so normalized that they like, well, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. But yeah, man, I think we should wrap this shit up,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
How
let's
long we
wrap
been
this
on
up.
this?
We've been on here for 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Oh yeah, this is a wrap.
Yeah.
It was a good live though, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely appreciate y'all for coming in. If y'all want to support, y'all know where the support is at. Follow our other platforms: Facebook, Night and Day Network, LLC, Instagram, Night and Day _ network.
Yeah.
Of course, our main channel, Night and Day Network LLC on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Our TikTok is Night and Day Network. Our Twitter, I think is Night and Day Network, I believe.
Yeah, we all Night and Day Network
On
everywhere.
every platform. You know what I'm saying? Support our shops if y'all trying to get some, some detox drink, or you trying to get some t-shirts with some black melanated art on there, or some natural soaps, body oils, candles. We got all that shit, man. At nightanddayNetMarket.com.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or you want to get some
Appreciate y'all.
CBD. We got the CBD shop going. The The CBD cigarettes, you guys bought all those out. We probably have more of those by maybe a week from now. Probably next week sometime we have some more on the shop. We still got those gummies on there, CBD gummies. We got pre-rolls. We got CBD honey. We got CBD bombs that and CBD like body ointments and oils that you can rub on your body to get rid of inflammation and pain and all that, man. Check us out. That's nightandaycbdhub.com. nightandaycbdhub.com. Shit. And that's all we have to say.
Shit. See y'all.